All right, next up is Hope in My Step. Guys, whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Melissa Steffen.
I'm Malia Malik.
I'm Julian Kolosinski.
And we are Hope in My Step. We are a sock company, and for every pair of socks that we sell, we donate a pair to a foster home in the Chicagoland area. So this is Steven, who represents just one of the 428,000 foster children in the U.S. alone. He grew up in this system believing that no one loved him, not even the mother that gave birth to him. Years in the system without being adopted really took a toll on him emotionally. He suffered major depression. He was given only $117 a month to buy his food, clothes, and everything he needs. This was a stipend that came out to roughly $30 a week. He often prioritized food and water over things such as new clothes that fit him and shoes and socks. Reading stories like Steven's is really what helped shape our business into what it is today. We were motivated to help kids just like Steven. In addition, an interview with Susan McConnell, who's the founder of Let It Be Us, which is a charity organization in Barrington that helps foster kids, she told us, surprisingly, that socks are one of the most unmet needs in the system, and that's what kids really need. While monetary donations are very helpful, they often get put in the wrong hands and don't directly help the children. So these are some of our proposed designs. These styles will be embroidered around the rim with our logo, Hope in My Step. We want these socks to be a symbol of security for these children, and we want to alleviate a small burden from them of purchasing socks. While this may be small, we know that this is an unmet need, and this is something that's going to help them, even if it's in a small way. So we've conducted around 500 interviews with students and adults in our area. These have been through emails and through landing pages that have given us information, and we are targeting currently teens and young adults that are interested in social entrepreneurship and want to help these kids and are participants in social activism, and also adults and foster parents who have ties with the system. To target these teens and young adults, we'll be using Instagram because we know that this is one of the primary social media platforms for teenagers, and also to target our adult and foster parents segment, we'll be using Facebook, and with Facebook you can choose analytics that help you discern people who have ties with this foster care system.
Okay, so since we are donating the socks in areas of Chicago, the foster homes, we decided that our target market is just going to be in the Chicago area, but primarily just for our MVP, we're focusing just in Barrington because it's more accessible, and we're hoping to be able to expand our MVP so that it can get more people there. So pretty much our proposed MVP is that we're going to set up a shop inside the Barrington High School with our proposed socks, and we will just be selling them in the cafeteria or the common area, places where there's a lot of exposure for students. And our current price is $8 per sock, and this will help us measure and see if students are really willing to buy these socks, because it's one thing for them to say that they'll buy a pair of socks rather than actually buy. And we have found a bulk sock distributor in Lombard, Illinois, who they have only black and white pairs of socks, so we were thinking of just starting our MVP with that, and also an embroiderer so that we can sell these socks.
Yeah, also we know that $8 is a little bit of pricey for a pair of socks, but our MVP will be testing whether or not our value proposition of helping these kids is worth the extra cost.
Okay, so pretty much our biggest risk right now is with our pricing, because as Alyssa said, $8 for one pair of socks is a lot, especially for teenagers who don't have the most money. But with our MVP, we'll be testing our customer segment and pricing to see if it is accurate. Okay, so to calculate our return on investment, we'll be using a number of key metrics. First of all, the number of socks sold. We used an initial investment to buy the mass socks of $150 because we're confident in our business and we want to get started on our company as soon as possible. So we want to at least recoup those costs, and also we have other costs such as embroidery and such that we need to recoup. So our price right now, $7.99 per pair of socks, and our cost in goods of services So it's 60 cents per sock, and then embroidery is $3.30 per pair. So this leaves us with a gross profit margin of 48%. And while it's not as high as it's desirable, we are a charity, or not charity, but we are for a charitable cause. So we do really want to look in the interest of helping people.
Yeah. Also, our COGS takes into consideration that we have to buy 2 pairs of socks for everyone that we sell.
So that's already,
Yeah, that's already,
that's
already in
no
there.
questions yet.
Keeping all this in mind, we will be asking for $500. We will use part of the money to perfect our websites, which we plan to have up by March 1st.
So our website is going to cost around $20 a month because you need to pay if you want to sell things online, those kind of costs. Also we've created this like mock-up Wix website, but it does cost around $20 a month, so that's going to be part of our cost. And also we're planning on buying around 80 pairs of socks, which comes out to around $240, and the rest will go to embroidery costs and shipping and everything. So all in all, we hope that you are as confident in our business as we are. We've already made a personal investment of $150, so whether or not we receive funding today, we will be going forward with our idea, but it would really help us out and make it a lot easier. We have experienced a couple bumps in the road. For example, we used to have 4 members, but one of our members, Alexa, took an internship with the Senate, an internship. So she's gone.
She moved to DC.
She moved to Washington, D.C. about a month
She
ago.
can't work with
And
us.
she really was our MVP, not to make a corny joke, but
Maybe she could sell for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
MVP.
Your mic-
she was our MVP.
Gotcha.
And there's little means of communicating with her. She only gets her phone like for 20 minutes a night and stuff, so. Yeah, we'll be asking for $500. Thank you for your time. We spend it on the socks, and also we bought thread because we were going to embroider it ourselves just for the MVP. But it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's why we
Because we were trying to do
investment.
it, but it would make it a lot easier if we could just ship it to
It
you.
includes the 100.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
includes that.
Yeah.
Why are you limiting the point of sale to just high school? Why did you consider selling, because to some
Selling
people,
to like older people?
yeah, like people that might not care about spending $8 for basically 2 pairs of socks?
Yeah, well, we were thinking like, I was actually reading this article about how like millennials, they're more interested in buying like socially conscious, items because, I don't know, it's just like a new trend or they just want to feel good about buying it. And also, we feel that socks, we talked to a lot of different people. We interviewed 500 around people, and more of the adults, they didn't really care about the style of the sock and like everything like that, and we kind of want to make our socks stylish so that teenagers will wear them too. And teenagers, they like wearing their socks like pulled up here, and it's more of like a stylish thing, so I think that's what.
Well, Let It Be Us is the organization that you're going to be working with?
Not really. We talked to the
Okay.
founder a lot, and
That was
she
like our
helped us
inspiration.
form it. But they don't really do like,
Okay.
That is Susan.
yeah, Susan.
I'm fairly familiar with
Yeah,
I mean, Phillips, the men's store in town,
yeah.
Peter is very involved with Let It Be Us, so he might have just the same,
Mindset.
Yeah, we talked to her
mindset.
about
You
that
talked to him?
actually. Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked to
just,
her about that.
that. He's got
just
an insight on
selling
socks.
there.
Yeah.
Why black and white only?
They were just cheaper.
Yeah,
So we wanted to make the most basic version of our product
for the MVP.
for the MVP.
Yeah.
Do you have a photo of the black and white one?
I don't
We
think
have
so.
the white, or did
We have
the
the-
white pair on here?
Yeah, well, this is basically what they look like.
This is the white
This is
pair.
pretty
And
much.
then
And the
what
black
this
one
is.
would be
The black is
that?
just
The
black.
black is just
Yeah.
black.
Would it make sense to buy a couple pairs of colored socks
Yeah.
to see if those go quicker?
Yeah.
Or if there's, maybe a premium or something,
Mhm.
for those types of socks?
I think that.
And are they the short, like anklet
Yeah,
socks?
they're like crew
They're like
socks.
crew, so you can see them above the ankle.
Yeah, I think did you give any thought to what the cost is to set up? Well, if you're doing it at the high school, you don't really need much setup for the stand. You're gonna sell them like at lunch hour when you're there to manage it kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So, because if you did a consignment arrangement or, with a local shop, they might be able to, it might be worth doing a test or two. Like Phillips is a great idea, there's a few other philanthropically oriented local stores that might be willing to do that for a good cause.
And does the actual pair of the sock, like if I'm buying a pair, is it literally that pair that goes to the charity?
They're more basic versions.
Okay, so way more functional.
Yeah,
much
yeah,
more-
because it's
okay,
a
good.
lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Men's and women's?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
We
two
bought
different
both
sizes.
sizes.
Mhm.
So,
Have you ever read about, the shoe company Zappos?
yeah.
Did you guys have
And
a case?
Keds is very similar to
Keds.
it.
But did you read about the Zappos MVP and how they did it?
Yeah, how they would just went out and bought them individually
Yeah.
at first.
And so I wonder if you do the same thing. You go out and buy a bunch of socks, short, long, and don't worry about the branding for a moment.
Like a lot on eBay, wholesale on eBay.
Yeah, just buy them and display them and see what sells for $8, knowing that they don't say "Hope in my step" on them yet. Okay, so what you're proving is somebody will buy $8 and they know that they're giving money to charity. What they don't get is the fashion statement or the statement of the product saying I gave money. Like Tom's shoes doesn't, it just says it on the very end of the shoe, right? And some shoes it never even says it on it, right? The Tom's shoes.
Yeah, our mentor was like telling us that we could do something more with the packaging instead of.
Yeah,
facade.
I think a sticker as opposed to that, I'm just worried that black and white is going to give you a head fake. Black, white, and short is going to, I don't want black, white, and short. I
Yeah.
want colorful and long. I think
Yeah.
that will tell you more. And put a sticker on it that says Hope in Style, or Hope in My Step.
Yeah, I'm trying to reconcile the cost of embroidery to the actual value, because
It's pretty
it's
expensive.
it's an
Yeah.
expensive process, and I wonder if it's really worth it. I love the name, but you don't have any packaging cost in here. Maybe the Hope in Your Step is more the packaging, and then you just don't have any branding on the socks, and it's more like wearable socks.
At the MVP level.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah,
find out that,
right.
hey, these 10 products sell like
Right.
crazy,
Yeah.
Well, the concept of buy one, give one to
Terrible
somebody
cause,
needs
people
is
jump
what
on it.
you're testing. Will somebody buy one to give one away for a good cause? Then you could always embroider, but I think the cost of embroidery at this stage is really,
Yeah,
might
it's
be a
pretty
bit much.
expensive.
You know, it
what
looks
is the
good.
class
Yeah, it
about
looks
the
cool.
embroidery on it? Would you guys be
Maybe-
more compelled to buy it with the embroidery on it or a sticker on it?
Embroidery is pretty like trendy right now.
Raise your
Yeah.
hand,
Embroidery.
embroidery,
We would know.
Embroidery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
On
feel
the
like I don't
packaging,
really care about the
What's the sticker?
Oh,
I don't care
Like,
about
what if
it.
you did something on stand socks then?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a symbol instead of like a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think
iron or press on or.
Yeah, I just
Tomorrow
want
today,
something
gone
cheap,
tomorrow.
but-
I think you got your answer.
Well, yeah, I think you have a trade-off, right? Between embroidery or not, and so. You'll eventually want to embroider them.
Yeah.
We're just wrestling with the MVP, where you can embroider them and only have black and white, or you can not embroider them and have a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
So, that's a trade-off that you should figure out.
Yeah, and I think it's key, are people buying them because of the sock or because of the cause? You have to be clear on what's the motivation at what price point.
Yeah, but people are buying it because it makes them feel good,
Yeah.
and they want their.
But then they remember.
I just
to
don't want a
feel
bad looking sock
And-
if they're buying it, for,
And
something
it's a
finish.
little bit of a statement, like, I help this cause, and you want to.
I see, yeah. I agree, I see what you're saying.
That's a good name.
Thank you. We went through a lot of bad ones. We're gonna call it feet pants for a little bit. But
And
That was
who
involved.
is-
That was a
what-
no-go.
And what foster kids are actually getting
Um,
the socks?
There's three three different foster homes that we've emailed already. And
Okay,
they said,
local ones.
if you drop off donations of socks, perfect, we'll take them, you know.
You might include that in some of your marketing and promotion, that
Okay.
is, because people feel good when it goes directly, something's going directly to, it's not going to a middleman and all that, so, and especially if it's local, that might help to make.
So what we'd like to do is add your MVP stickers,
Okay.
and the sticker could be Hope in My Step. And maybe the sticker could also be the charity. Maybe it could be the actual photo of the
Yeah.
child or
Like the
where,
name of the foster home.
the name of the
Yeah.
foster home or,
And show them the direct connection, so it doesn't go through some middle person who's shifting around.
Yeah, I mean, the money we'd be asking for would be significantly less because the majority of that is,
Yeah,
the
that's
embroidery.
big.
it is, well, how many, you're ordering 80 pair?
yeah.
Well, technically, it's 80 pairs to sell and then 80 pairs to donate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we do this? Why don't you do 80 pair? The donation ones, you can get crew socks at,
Black and white.
We could use the ones that we had already bought
Yeah, the very basic.
because
black
those
and
were,
white
those were
ones.
70 cents.
okay, so you got this. So why don't you take 80, and why don't you, could you get 80 with 4 different colors?
Better quality.
Better
And
quality.
embroidered?
Probably not and embroidery.
So what's driving the cost of embroidery? Like, it has to all be on the same sock? Like, they have a run, or?
Yeah.
They cost it's pretty expensive to get a name because it's like very individual threads. It takes a long time to do it.
Well, I get it, but so if I want to order white socks and I want them embroidered, what's the cost?
$3.90.
$3.90, and how many do I have to order?
2. 80, I guess. I mean,
What do you mean, you guess? or you know?
we could order 80. 80.
Could you, but you were gonna order 80, were you gonna order all white, or was it gonna be, were you
We were gonna order white and black
So
because
you're
it
gonna
was
order
cheaper,
40 and
but
40?
I think that you guys brought up a really good point, that it's better to get not
No, but let
embroidered,
me
more
follow.
colorful.
You were gonna order 40 white socks and get
Yeah.
them for $3.90,
Yeah,
and
and
somebody
have them
said they'll
embroidered
do that.
already.
You already ordered that?
Yeah, we already ordered the socks, we haven't gotten the embroidery done yet. We have
Okay,
the socks.
okay. And so the socks cost how much?
It's 60 cents. per
Yeah, 60
pair.
cents. With shipping.
The black and white.
That's your giveaway socks.
Yeah.
If you went out and did colored socks, have you gotten any prices for like those black and white checks?
Yeah, they're like $5.20, $5.30-ish, $5.35.
So you might have to have some socks are sold for $8 and some for $12.
Yeah.
I love the whole idea. The only thing I don't like is limiting this to black and white.
Takes the excitement away from it.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, no, we made so many of these, like,
Maybe,
Doing great
maybe you
things.
test, some embroidered, some not, some in color, some, do a mix and see which ones sell for different, do some
Some,
tests.
Yeah, you've got a controlled environment to do it in if you started to do it in high school.
yeah.
Is there a place that makes tags, like embroidered tags, that you could then reduce your cost and sew them onto the sock? I think making that a unique sock with something on it that sets it off. I think
Oh,
that's
like
nice.
hanging off the sock that you cut off anyway.
Something real simple that can just be sewn on the sock.
Yeah, I don't know, we haven't really looked into that yet. but, Like something that would be off of it.
What's the class think about white or black and white socks? So who would buy a black and white sock for $8? That's it for.
I like the third one.
You like the color?
This one?
I like long socks.
I like the yellow one too.
Yeah.
You like variety then?
Every single day.
Yeah. Bland, yeah, but you just don't want bland socks.
I wouldn't mind that.
Hey, you got, this represents Barrington High School right
Also,
here.
I think like.
I only see black and white socks.
Yeah,
There's
but
one.
those are socks you wear every day. Like this would be like a special sock.
Yeah.
Because like you're not buying the socks you're gonna wear every day. You're gonna buy the socks that like, because everyone has like a pair of like fun socks.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what your product is.
Would you buy a sock if you had to order it? It's like if there was a display up here, and you just said, I want to order those, and then it's going to take a week to get them? Or do you want to buy them right now?
I'm more of a now person, but like, I understand the service.
I can wait.
I like to think exactly.
Well, the good news is, you're going to be able to pay us back our money on an MVP. Most likely, if you sell these, if they
We
cost,
sell them, yeah.
even if they cost you $8 and you sell them for $8, then you make no profit.
You've still given a sock to a needy person and you pay us back.
And we'll worry about
And it's a
volume
loss.
discounts,
Yeah.
you know, you'll
It's a
get,
win-win, and
and-
you've made no money.
Then we add some zeros onto the volume later on.
you'll make money when you start buying in bulk. So I would not worry about your cost, your profit margin during your MVP, because you're dealing with dozens of socks.
Yeah.
When you start dealing with hundreds, your costs are gonna come down and then you'll scale it. So what you wanna prove out is what socks sell and do they sell at what price point. So, you can have the money you're asking for, but we'd ask you to reconfigure it and buy
Yeah. Different colors.
Yeah.
different colors and try to embroider and give away your profit. I mean, you're not really trying to prove your operational ability to make
True,
socks.
I hear what you're saying.
We'll worry about that later. We're just trying to say, does that brand with the cool logo on a cool sock, because that's it.
Does that sell?
Yeah, you don't want to dummy that down with a sticker. I mean, we were tossing these ideas out. Stick with the embroidery. Get colors. Get short, long. And don't worry about making money. We'll make that big. Right?
500 it is?
Okay.
Great, thank you guys, good job.
Sell them